Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. And welcome back, No Contact Army. If you have my app Silencio, the link to get it is below. Be sure to update it. We usually issue updates every week or two. And if you too would like to join the No Contact Army, it's very easy. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. This week, I want to talk about 10 reasons your ex is contacting you. That's what everyone is hoping for, right? That's why you're listening to me. And actually, 90% of you will hear from your ex. So I don't want you to be surprised. I don't want you to be caught off guard. Be prepared mentally and emotionally so that you're expecting it and you will be ready to respond. But before I give you the 10 reasons your ex is contacting you, I have a little success story, a partial success story. The guy heard from his ex twice while he's in no contact. So this will give you some inspiration to stay in no contact. Okay, so he says, after 26 days of no contact, my ex-girlfriend that dumped and rebounded sent me a text last night with 2 pictures of a rare vehicle like mine that she saw on the road and said, I saw this and thought of you. She's still with the rebound guy. I haven't responded yet. Good. This is her second reach out. The first one was after 20 days just to say good morning and hope I was doing well. Yeah, right. She was not saying good morning, hope you're doing well. Since you were in no contact, what she really meant with that text was, I can't believe I haven't heard from you. I feel bad for ending things. I don't want to be the bad guy. I hope you don't hate me. If it doesn't work out with the rebound guy, I hope I still have access to you and can get you back. Please respond. And you thought she was just saying good morning. So what I want you to do is just to respond with a thumbs up, okay? Her message isn't significant, but she did take the time to send photos and to photograph it, so we're going to give her a little breadcrumb. And with the thumbs up, what you're really saying is, yeah, that's great that you saw a vehicle like mine. It's great that you sent the photos, but I'm still not talking to you. That's what you're saying with the thumbs up, okay? So hopefully we'll get an update and he'll let us know what happens. Okay, so back to the topic, 10 reasons your ex is contacting you. So, for your sake, honestly, and you're not going to want to hear this, I actually hope that you do not hear from your ex until just wait, until day 60. Because how you feel on day 1 of no contact or even day 14 is going to most likely be very different from how you feel on day 60. And the time gives you the perspective without the attached emotion. And you can look at the relationship and see if you actually want to get back together. If they ask to get back together, obviously. But when you're broken up with, it's such a shock. You immediately want them back, even if the relationship was not good. I've told the story before of a relationship I was in many years ago, and towards the end it was not good. And in fact, I even said to him, when this ends, I'm going to throw a party. So I was ready to be out of there. And then I found out he was cheating, so we broke up. And did I throw a party? No. I was miserable, even though previously I wanted to get out of there. And I was in Vegas at one of those wonderful buffets, and instead of enjoying a nice meal, I only had 1 crab leg, which I still regret to this day. I wish I had eaten the whole meal. But when something ends immediately afterwards, even the first few months, you're not quite in your right mind, but then time gives you a different perspective. So let's get started. All right, let's get this one out of the way. Yes, they're contacting you because they want you back. But the only way to know if they actually want to get back with you is if they say so. So do not make that assumption just because they contacted you. If they're humble and apologetic and admit to making a mistake, you'll know. And also, they want to meet with you. So just because they're calling you and talking to you, if they're not trying to meet up with you, then they're not trying to get back together. Okay? So if they want you back, you won't wonder if they want you back. They will make it known. All right, reason number 2 is the sex. They miss the sex or they're horny. So even though they broke up with you, if the sex was great, they may not want to give up that part of the relationship. So the only way to know for sure is to, of course, not have sex with them and see what happens. Do they still want to see you? Do they still want to be in contact? Reason number 3 is an ego boost. Maybe they're feeling down, or they were just rejected by someone, or their rebound didn't work out, and they want to reach out to someone who they know still cares about them. So knowing that you're still pining away for them makes them feel good about themselves at a time when they don't. So keep that in mind, because this happens a lot with the ego boost. Number 4 is just curiosity. They haven't heard from you and they're surprised. They're trying to find out why you haven't reached out to them, even if they don't necessarily want to get back together. Reason number 5, they think you're moving on and want to make sure they still have access to you just in case they change their mind. Because remember, when someone breaks up with you, they're not usually 100% certain, but they're at least 51% certain, or they wouldn't have broken up with you. Number 6 is they miss the friendship. So if you guys had a good friendship besides a romantic relationship, they may want to keep you in their life as a friend. But of course, you're not going to do that, right? Number 7, they need something. So maybe they need you to watch the dog or the cat. They need money. They need something fixed. They need help with something. They need information. And it's going to be up to you whether or not you help them out. Number 8, they feel guilty. So nobody wants to be seen as the bad guy or the bad girl. And they know you didn't want the breakup and you're feeling bad. And they want you to validate that they are not as bad as they feel that they are. And if you help to clear their conscience, they'll disappear again once you do that. Number 9, they're jealous. They see that you've moved on with someone else. And they're just upset that you've moved on without them or moved on first, and that they won't be able to come back if they change their mind. So if they see something on social media where it looks like you're moved on, having a great time without them, it's like, hey, how can they be so happy? How can they have moved on so fast when I broke up with them? So they contact you to see what's going on. And number 10, they are being manipulative. So they feel like they've lost control over you since you were in no contact, and they're reaching out to see if they can still affect you emotionally and if they still have control over you. And this is why we don't respond to breadcrumbs. And then finally, for those of you that have hung in there, I have a bonus one, and that is because it was a fake breakup. So if it's a fake breakup, they'll usually contact you within 2 weeks, and they'll usually be mad because they haven't heard from you, and they will take you back easily. So they did a fake breakup. They were mad. They didn't know how to communicate their feelings. So instead, they just said, okay, that's it. It's over. And then when you give them the breakup, it's like, wait a minute. I didn't really want to break up. So this is why you do no contact, to teach them that you can't just break up with me every time you're upset, because I'm just going to say fine. All right. So let me recap. Number 1, yes, they want to get back with you. Number 2, the sex. Number 3, an ego boost. Number 4, curiosity. Number 5, they think you're moving on. Number 6, they miss the friendship. Number 7, they need something. Number 8, they feel guilty. Number 9, they're jealous. Number 10, manipulative. And the bonus one, it's a fake breakup. Okay, so now I want to hear from you. If you've heard from your ex, which one of these 11 reasons do you think applies to them? Why did they reach out to you? And in the meantime, if you want my help personally to get your ex back, go to theartoflove.net. The direct link is below, and we'll send you the rates. If this video has been helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.